If you could speak to your younger self, catch their eye at uncertain moment, what would you say? Question these boundaries. Ask yourself, why is it that I actually can do something? It's time to step beyond the small visions we once held and dare to dream bigger. If you could speak to your younger self, catch their eye at uncertain moment, what would you say? Today I'm sharing a message that my past self would love to hear. It's time to step beyond the small visions we once held and dare to dream bigger. When life feels cramped and our vision seems diminished by self-imposed limits, imagine whispering across time, reminding yourself of all that's possible. In that next few minutes, I'll share the words that I'd wish I would know years ago. So, what does it actually mean to dream bigger? Let me break it into few areas for you. First, recognize self-imposed limits. We often build walls in our minds, painting them as an absolute boundary. Have you ever noticed that when we are children, we dream freely? We are creative and we imagine the world that we wanted to live in. But then people told us to grow up, and over time, we very often forget how to dream. When I think of my younger self, I see someone who believed certain careers were just not for me, or certain achievements were just totally out of reach. But here's the truth. Many of these limits are just illusions. Many of them are just others' opinions that we internalized and consider as ours. Your mind often sets the edges of your possibilities based on past fears, any fleeting doubts, or the voices of others that didn't see your potential. Question these boundaries. Ask yourself, why is it that I actually can do something? Often you will find that the only person that is holding you back is you and this little voice inside your head saying that you cannot do something. 2. Embrace the possibility of more. Dreaming bigger doesn't just mean chasing bigger titles or salaries. Though, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting a fulfilling career, but it's about depth and adventure, about contributing to something way larger. Maybe you dream of traveling to places that would challenge your worldview. Maybe you imagine becoming an advocate for a cause that is dear to your heart, or mastering a craft that you only once admired from afar. More can mean richer experiences, deeper connections, and greater impact. Let your vision stretch beyond the obvious markers of success and explore other dimensions of a full, meaningful life. 3. Learn from role models who dared greatly. Think of people who achieved what seemed impossible. Athletes who overcame injuries, entrepreneurs who started from absolutely nothing, or artists that found their voice and listened to no one else. These individuals show you that what feels unimaginable today can become tomorrow's normal. Don't just idolize them. Study their stories, understand their struggles and the risks that they took. Role models remind us that if every extraordinary accomplishment starts with someone daring to dream beyond the familiar, every invention in the world, every revolution or big change starts with someone daring to dream bigger than what they saw. Turn dreams into actionable steps. It's not enough to imagine a better future. Dreams without action remains fantasies. Take that big vision and break it down into manageable pieces. If your dream is to write a book, start by drafting a single chapter or an outline. If you want to shift careers, enroll in one relevant course this month just to see what it is like. Each step, however small, builds the momentum. When you see dreams as a series of milestones rather than just a distant peak, you transform impossible into a clear, achievable path. And of course, you need to go out there and do it, but it's way easier if you believe that this is manageable and you can actually do it. 5. Consistently revisit and expand your dreams. Dreams aren't static, they evolve as you grow as well. You heard me talking about vision like that, but dreams are the same. What once seemed huge, like running 5K for example, might now just be a starting point before running a marathon. Every milestone you reach can become a stepping stone to something way greater. Schedule a regular dream check-in with yourself. You can include it in your monthly or quarterly reflections. Look at your dreams, see what's changed and what sparks your excitement right now. As your confidence and experience grow, so should the scope of your aspirations. This isn't about never being satisfied, it's about realizing that each achievement unlocks a new level of what's possible. Dreaming bigger is not about greed or dissatisfaction. It's about allowing yourself to fully inhabit your potential. It's about realizing that your younger self afraid, unsure, deserve the guidance to see beyond the immediate horizon. Today, you can provide that guidance, lighting the way forward. But are you ready to put that into practice? Write down one slightly out of the reach dream. Jot it in a journal or a piece of paper, any tracker that you use. You notice butterflies in your stomach before public speaking, for example. Maybe this is the feeling that you have right now, the excitement and fear just mingling together. That feeling means you're onto something meaningful that gets you out of the comfort of where you are now. You're stretching yourself way beyond where your current situation is. Identify a role model. Find someone who dared greatly in the field that you admire. Study their path. Learn how they navigated obstacles and how they stayed true to themselves. See what you can apply to your life. See what you can learn from them. Take one small action this week, today. It could be as simple as signing up for a class, sending an email, or devoting half an hour to practicing a new skill. One step forward breaks inertia. It's very simple, but so very often our finger trembles when we try to click on that sign up button or book that trip or deciding on what you want to do. Set a monthly reminder, put it in your phone or calendar. Each month or quarter, revisit your dreams. Are they still pushing you forward? If you reach the goal, can you expand it? Keep that horizon moving. So, if I could reach back in time, I would tell my younger self this: don't box yourself in. The world is broader and richer than you can imagine. Daring to dream bigger doesn't guarantee a smooth path, by the way, but it promises growth, learning, and surprises that you never anticipated. Every time you push that boundary, you give yourself a chance to become more fully you.